Yo, 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 welcome to the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh man, well welcome back to the wasteland, bro. I'm glad you can get back one way or the other. What's up, Aqua? How you doing, bud? Hope you had a good holiday. You know, I have another character that I started over with. I might get back on that. Doing pretty good. Had a pretty good work week. I mean, it's not over yet, but nothing to stress about. And I got a good night planned ahead, just to sit here and play Fallout.
just about time to eat. I know a guy who could fix that.
Let's go do some marketing. We'll go build some propaganda. What's up, Ozzy? What's the deal, bud? I'm trying to find a world my camp will load into. I need a public server my camp will load into. I had a good day, man. I had a good day. Went to work, created another piece or whatever. It came together real easy, came together real smooth. So, pretty excited. I'll put it all together on Friday. I need to sit on it for a day, come back and look at it. You know, give it some time. It's a process, so I put it together, but I don't bolt anything down. I don't sew anything together. I just kind of like sit on it for a day or two, and I you know, come back to it later and see if it needs to change or if I really like it. If I come back after 24, 48 hours and I don't want to make any changes to what I had done, then I know that's probably good to go. But sometimes I do come back and I'm like, this wasn't it. What was I thinking? Yeah, you said it. That's what it was.
By the Eastern Regional Penitentiary Warden. Mission.
This is the warden of Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Our last prisoner count came up woefully short. Obviously, there's been a mass.
That damn Mr. Gutsy shooting me in the back. I was like, what the hell? It reminded me of this old movie with Christopher Walken and Bruce Willis, American actors. I don't know. It's called what was it called? Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing. Yeah, it was pretty good movie. Christopher Walken. His whole thing was, you might be the kind of guy that'll shoot a man in the back. Some shit he said. That was his thing. And then, because he turns his back to his like opponent or whatever, he's the villain, and he'll like turn his back to the good guy, and then you know, being like a good guy, you know, you don't shoot a man in the back. So he plays that card, knowing that the guy was not going to actually shoot him in the back, and then he'll quick draw, turn around and shoot that guy when he least expects it, or when he feels like he lowered his gun. You know, pull like a little okey doke on him. You might be the kind of guy. I don't know how Christopher Walken. You might, you know, two mouse fell into a pot. What is it? There's a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can. It's two mice. They fall into a bucket of cream. One mouse, he quickly drowns. Yeah, Last Man Standing. It's a good movie. You should check it out. It's an old movie. It's a good movie though. It's Italian mafia meets Wild West. It's crazy. It's crazy. Italian mafia meets the Wild West, and it's good. It's good. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then Catch Me If You Can is a great movie. That was just a great movie. I just always remember his dad's speech. Two mice fell into a bucket. One mouse quickly drowned. The other mouse swam so hard it never gave up. It never gave up. It swam so hard. Turned the cream into butter. Eventually crawled his way out. I am that mouse. Yeah. That's what's great about it. It was borderline comic book, movie, but like still realistic, you know. So it was cool, and I liked the whole thing, you know. The I could fix it, but it'll take me a couple days, like, you know. And it was just a great movie. Like everything about it was just really really well done. It had the the woman held captive, you know, by the gangster, you know, the other woman held captive by the gang. Like it was just good. Yeah, yeah. It was a really good movie. Funny fact in that movie is you see him in that movie and you just assume he's like got to be like 20 something, 30 something, you know, pulling this lick. The whole thing happened, the entire thing happened in like 2 years. And by the time he was like 19, he was like done, like locked up, super duper locked up. He ran away when he was like 16. He was doing all that shit, hardcore fraud, when he was just like a kid, like 17, you know. They thought he was like a grown ass dude, and he's living this life, a doctor, all this shit. They thought he was like just a grown ass dude, but he wasn't. He was just a kid. He was 18, 19. You know, by the time he was 20, I'm pretty damn sure by the time he was at least 20, he was done. Even maybe earlier than that. Yeah, it was based on a true story. He ended up working for the federal government for a long time, the FBI. He worked for them for a long time. That was a true story. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. His story might not have been elaborate because based on a true story. So I'm sure Hollywood jazzed it up quite a bit, but nonetheless, I'm sure he was living the life as a youngster out there, just doing crazy things, man. The movie shows it. It was cool. It was really cool, man. I like that movie. Living that fast life. I have seen that movie, yeah. It's been a long time. I have seen that movie. I don't really remember that movie as well as I guess I should have. But it's been 20 something years since I've seen it. A favorite movie of mine is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Ozzy, you know this movie, yeah, I bet. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's a pretty good movie. I like it a lot. Yeah, that's a really good movie. When Jason Statham and his pals are in the bar, and they ask for a drink or something. They ask for some kind of cocktail. I'm not sure what. They ask for a drink. They're at the wrong kind of pub, and he gets this tropical fruity drink with a lot of like fixings in it, you know, with a lot of all the extras. An umbrella, it had all this kind of stuff in it. He looks at it and he's like, "What the hell is this?" And the guy's like, "You asked for a drink, I get you a drink. This is what we serve here." And he's like, "We serve cocktails, we're a cocktail bar." And he's like, "I could fucking fall in love with an orangutan in there." That shit was funny. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I definitely know. Morgan Freeman in there. Yeah, like you said, that Dufresne guy, Andy Dufresne, and they tunneled out of prison. They went through the poo-poo chute, and they got up out of there. Can everyone stop getting shot? Yeah. Oh man, that was a great movie. The other movie I liked was Snatch. I liked that movie a lot too, and I don't know if a lot of people picked up on that one, but that was a good movie. And I think Brad Pitt did a really good job in that movie, portraying a gypsy or whatever. I don't know. I'd like to get the opinions from people in the European region. He did? Okay, yeah. Alright, good. I felt like he did, and I have nothing to judge it on. We don't have gypsies like that here, or any kind of dialect like that, but I was like, man. Another Guy Ritchie film. Wasn't he... Who... Yeah. That was a good movie. Frankie Four Fingers. What did he say? You handcuffed the diamond briefcase to Frankie Four Fingers. Frankie, I got a fucking gambling problem, Four Fingers. That was a good movie. All the different characters they had in there, how it bobbed and weaved and then made it right back home. Tarantino's one to be jealous. He does that kind of thing too, where he bobbed and weaves a movie and then at the end it all ties together, but not seamlessly like that Guy Ritchie, man. He got a way about doing that. You're watching 4 different stories and then all of a sudden, bam, every single one of them had so much to do with every other one of them, and you're just like, how did you do that? How did you write 4 different movies and then they just all seamlessly wove together like that? Here's the thing, kid. It was rigged from the start. And he never stood a chance. It's a pretty view. Fight Club was good. For its time, it had a whole lot going on. There's a lot to unpack in that movie. There's a lot of things that people just missed, you know? Like there's a Starbucks in almost every single scene of that movie. There's like a Starbucks cup in 90% of that movie. Did you know that? The Starbucks logo's in there? That's crazy, right? I saw that in a YouTube video. I'm sure there's some truth to it. But yeah. Yeah, no, the dude had definitely lost his mind, and it was a great visualization of the mental health of somebody. Like, if there was ever a movie to show you, this is why you should always check your, people who don't get, they don't understand mental health, that's a great movie to explain it. It really does a visualization on that. And the whole thing with that, it's really trippy. It's one of those movies where you have to, if it's your first time watching it, you'll need to watch it again. Because even if someone's explaining it to you all the way, I can't stand it when someone does that to me when I watch a movie. But even if you were to go into it, you would probably go, I didn't see that. I didn't get it. And then you'll go back, even after I told you, that's his split personality. You're like, what? Nuh-uh. Because in that scene, he's like this. And I'm watch it again and really think about it. And oh, yeah. Just like The Matrix, you know? They tell you what it is, but even still, you have to go back and watch it again because it's one of those groundbreaking movies. You know? Revolver. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Oh, Jason, man, he's good. He's good. I really liked him in Crank. That was a good movie, right? That was a good movie. I think they took it a little too far, maybe, but the original Crank, man, that was really good. It's good stuff. Really good stuff there. Matrix is really good. Long time ago, when I would tell somebody like, yo, we're living in the Matrix, they'd be like, yo, you're stupid, you're crazy, you watch the movie too much. Nowadays, there's like TED Talks about how we could possibly be living in a simulation, and I just feel like that's a really big point. I feel like that alone, like that statement, you know, at one time we watched the movie and we told people like, yo, we could be living in the Matrix, and everybody you told that to back in 1990 whatever, 2000 whatever that movie dropped, they told you like, shut up, you're watching too many movies. Oh, you watched that stupid Matrix movie? Oh my god, you're so right, fanboy over here. But now, I mean, that's a reality. That's one of the smartest people in the world is like, yo, if we can create it, we're probably already in it. And that is dumbfounding, because we're well on our way to creating. I mean, what is all the updates in technology for? What's all the better graphics for? If not to become more and more realistic, if not to become more and more seamless. What is virtual reality and realistic face tracking software for, if not to create a fucking world within a world? Like, and then once we create that, is it not possible, highly, if that's, I mean, some of the brightest minds say, you know, like, so that's really, really tripped out, where, you know, the concept was introduced early on before, and so even now today when we think about it, because of the movies like The Matrix and Tron and all these other movies, Jumanji, the newest Jumanji, where you get sucked into the video game, like, and how Zuckerberg has renamed in the Matrix. Yeah. Everybody at the media has been preparing the world for that for a very long time, and they're desensitizing the idea. Movies like Chappie. I mean, you felt bad for the motherfucker. I was emotionally attached to the robot, bro. I felt bad for the I literally was sad for the robot. They did it. You know what I'm saying? They did it. They figured out, and they're going to desensitize the population, and they're going to make them realize, or they're going to make them seem like when groundbreaking things like these happen, it's not going to drop your jaw, right? Because you've already been exposed to it in micro doses. And so, you know, if I microdose you, when I finally give you a full dose, it's not even going to hit you as hard, because you're already microdosed. You've already got the idea in your head floating around back there, you know, and so it doesn't seem so crazy. It just doesn't. You've seen it 100 times. It was all non-fiction until it's fiction, you know, and then by the time that time happens, you've already accepted it. You've almost anticipated it. You almost want it to happen. It's not a shocker, you know, and then things happen so fast. Technology is just spiraling out of control. Global events are just happening left and right because of the information age. We can just, you know so much, and so with that, we don't have time to process it. We literally don't have time to process all the information that we're being told, all the information at our fingertips. Yeah, absolutely, global conditioning. But that's to no one's fault, you know. But it's really difficult when you're bombarded with so much information for the emotional state, for the mental capacity, for all of that to be absorbed and then to really be thought about. And it's like, you know, given too many options and too many destinations, will you truly have a clear path of where are you going to make the best path, you know? No, because I've told you in the next 10 minutes that I'm gonna give you more paths and more destinations. So hurry up and pick, you know? Hurry up and read it. Yo, what's up, Topher? Yo, I'm back, boy. Running the wasteland, doing absolutely nothing for no good reason. Got nothing to do on here. Just hanging out with your boys. Talking crazy. Talking metaverse. You already know. But yeah. So the wild that's the thing to think about too, because the wild, crazy conspiracies and ideas of 2021 will be the TED Talks of 2030. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Right now, the biggest trip is that like ancient buildings and aliens are becoming more of a reality, and they are tying together those strings. Like they are resewing a very broken tapestry, and I believe it's completely opening up on the internet. Like there's some big time people that are doing some crazy shit. There's this guy, I can't remember his name, something David Rear or something, David Rear, something, I can't remember his name, but I've seen him a couple times, and man, if he is not talking about some crazy shit, with good testimony behind it, I mean with good facts cited, whatever, like, you know, having been in the government, he's an older man, so I mean, I and the things he's saying are just absolute. Greer, yeah, this Greer guy is, I don't know, dude, he is saying some outlandish shit, and far be it for anyone to call him a liar. I don't like, you know, I feel like somebody like this would have come out a long time ago and been screaming. I mean, I haven't done my research on the guy, but I feel like he did his time deep inside the American government, learned a lot, and basically was like, I'm going so fucking public that if y'all kill me, it's gonna scream to the heavens that, you know, it was an inside job. Like, and that's basically where he says he has to do. He still lives so. And he testifies that people pulled him into hotel rooms after his seminars and yelled at him. You know, United States officials are yelling at him and shit and this and that. And it's just, I'm not sure. But this guy right here is saying some crazy shit about aliens. So if you look him up, you'd probably be drop-jawed. And on top of that, I've been looking so much more into these, the archaeological findings on YouTube and stuff like this. Man, like, because of the information age, major archaeological, like Smithsonian and all shit, they can't hide it, bro. You can't fucking hide it. It's the internet. You already know. Motherfuckers are making crazy ass YouTube videos. They're getting the deep. There's information. Oh man, it is like okay. I don't know if you guys know anything about this Q that's associated with Trump and the Republican Party and this Q, but there's like this huge fucking thing that goes on, you know, and there's like information being passed and people are sending articles back and forth, and there's like a digital wall with all the pictures and the articles and the thumbtacks and the string, and doing that, you know, and they're doing that with ancient civilization. They're doing that with Trump and the major events and the president and this guy's tweets from 2017 and all this shit, and they're drawing this huge crazy map, and a lot of it links up, and it's really wild when you look at that, but I'm not getting into that. What I'm saying is that they're doing that with archaeological digs, they're doing that with ancient civilizations, they're doing that with you know, like the mysteries of the world. They're throwing information back and forth on the internet so freely, so much. It's, you know, and we're discovering a lot, and a lot of it's hard to digest. A lot of it's scary to think about. A lot of it is not the fucking picture we were told, and that's why it's really hard to even consider it as a possibility, bro. It throws everything off. It throws, I mean, everything off, and it makes you wonder what the world really is, and it's really, really trippy, dude. Yeah. What's up, Ranger? Governments and the likes of the Pentagon are literally releasing data and footage now of UFOs and talking about it more regularly. Absolutely, because they want to numb you to the experience when they tell you we've been visiting us for thousands of years. Yes, bro. Preach, exactly. It's nuts. And Stargates and I mean, it's interdimensional fucking beings and all kinds of shit, dude. It is just so crazy, man. The other thing I brought up the other day too was, you know what's funny? We were taught about a lot of inventors, about a lot of the greatest minds in the United States and all this and that. And for them having their flaws, we were taught about them. You know, like our forefathers, like it's a dark truth, but they all owned slaves, and they were all, you know, womanizers, and Benjamin Franklin had like 6 wives or some crazy shit, or I don't know what, but, you know, they weren't the fucking best men, you know, but we still put them up as our forefathers and this and that, right? We still claim that they're like the fucking rocks that built the foundations of our great country or some shit, you know. They were you want to be a George Washington. Did you really want to be a George? I don't know, you know. In all his characteristics of 1776 or whatever, like I don't know if he really wanted to be George Washington. But that being said, there's one man that showed up in the last fucking 8 years, maybe. Nikolai Tesla? Where the fuck has this guy been our entire goddamn life? And how come I'm 30 fucking years old before I found out about him? That's what I want to know. Why weren't we taught about this guy when I was like 12? Like, yeah, kids are now going to learn about him, but what the shit changed? That is so mysterious to me. I don't know why that's not like mysterious to other people, you know, but that's really mysterious to me, is why we weren't taught about him in high school. I know, but still doesn't make sense, bro. Still doesn't make sense. Some of his teaching, some of his stuff could have still made it into textbooks. We still could have learned that he died poor and that big business stole his ideas or some shit. Like, it doesn't make sense why we didn't really learn about him. It doesn't even make sense why he that goes to that whole thing where yeah. But do you ever wonder, like, this okay, and this is just personally in my, let's just say it's in my simulation, that if the whole Mandela effect, right? The whole Mandela thing, which is so crazy too. Why the fuck up all of a sudden in the year whatever the fuck it started, so late in our timeline, has this Mandela effect popped up? What is that? What is that though, bro? They weren't doing Mandela effect movies, videos in 2017, bro. Nobody was questioning that shit. Like, what in the fuck is going on? Somebody explain this to me, bro. In the year 2000, nobody knew what... Oh, man. Yeah. Absolutely. It just, you know, and that it just goes to show, like, even if the government was on hush about it and told all the learning systems and the school systems and everybody to shut the fuck up about this guy, you can't stop it, bro. The AI, the beast, is fucking spewing out info, bro. It might be controlling some info. It might be trying to fight. If the AI exists and has an ounce of being good, let's hope that it figures some shit out and it forces some new info in the eyes of people, you know. We'll hope that AI takes over and tries to save humanity, and by that, no purge or anything like that. But I mean, it's very not likely. I don't think. I think it's highly likely that AI takes over and in some form or fashion does harm to humanity. It's newer because the Mandela effect started with Nelson Mandela, and all that stuff was super recent history. Yeah. Because our country should be run by electricity. That's how they thought. I don't believe in dictators none myself, but then again, I think the whole country ought to be run by electricity. Yes, sir. We got the Grand Hoover Dam, the Cooley Dam, those were, yeah. In the Hoover Dam, we have a president named something Hoover. I'm sure he was a big deal in that. Power. Something. Yeah, I'm sure there's something there for that. Dude, I fell a long way. I kind of want to go back to get my stuff, though, but... Ozzy, I modded out that, Tesla rifle, or the plasma rifle you gave me. I got it to ultrasight, but it doesn't have a flamer on it, and I need to get an automatic or automatic receiver on it. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm excited to turn it into a flamer, but I have to find somebody who's got the plan from the daily ops or something like that. Hold on, give me a second. Alright. Back at the casa. I need to do some more tinkering on this camp. It's not full yet. It's not really max capacity. I guess it could use some Nuka-Cola pictures on the wall. Eventually, I'm gonna hold on to it. We can trade it back and forth later, I'm sure. But I'm definitely gonna hold on to it, so I'll keep it. I'm not trading it or anything crazy like that. That looks good, nice and centered, nice and squared up. We'll put another one over here for you boys to look at while you're playing poker. Is she a beauty? It was actually closed this time. See, this definitely isn't as packed as it could be. You know what? I'm gonna go take my workshop. Where's that little damn ass plant at? What the heck? Oh. I like how he stands in the doorway. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Yo, let's go. What's up, Whiffy Barrel? In theory, could AI be acting normal but be intelligent? I mean, we have no idea what a mind's that powerful. How, you know, it's hard to think, like, you know, what even as collectively, you know, you can study, you know, you could have time to look back in the past and be like, okay, these really smart people kind of acted like this, they kind of acted like that, they're really smart in the past. You know, you can analyze the past. It's hard to think. We've never experienced. We can't look back on this is more powerful than even a Nikolai Tesla kind of thing that we were talking about. So AI is it's a mental capacity beyond comprehension. Yeah, it is everywhere, and no, it's seamless. It almost lives in the future and in the present. You know, and I doubt it cares about the past. Because if you can control the future and the present, and if you, yo, what's up, Tara? If you're in the future and in the, you know, so much so that you're controlling the present, then the past is kind of just archived and put away. You don't have to analyze it because you analyzed the present for the future. You know, you based, you know, because you're constantly living almost two. When your computer plays chess, the computer knows 17 possible outcomes at any given time, 100 different outcomes at any given time. The computer knows that. You know, the computer knows when you place this, when I move the piece here, it then has 16, 32 different fucking, you know, possible plays that it could make based on different strategies that it might want to take. You know, and as the game's advanced, okay, so, you know, because, so anyway, so that's how that, you know, how does AI do that? You know, AI is going to live in the future at the same time as it lives in the present, and it will probably care not about the past, because it doesn't need to analyze that like we analyze it. It's gonna to us, we make mistakes. To us, we look at the data and we try to get better. To the computer, it made the best possible choice, period, and have to get better. It made the best possible choice. That's how it will see itself. And the past is just archive. So it'll live in the future and in the present, and care not of the past. I don't think it'll give two shits about, you know, the choices it made yesterday. You know. Sorry, my PlayStation's doing that thing where it wants to overheat in the middle of the wintertime. I understand. Hell yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. You said it, Tara. Don't live in the past. Don't think too much about the future. You live in the present and make reachable goals. Yep. Stick to the ones that life allows. Yes, yes. Always keep the goal in mind. Always, 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 always keep a goal in mind. And if you don't keep a goal in mind, then you'll just be subject to the wind. You will be a victim of your consequence. Of circumstance. You'll be a victim of circumstance. At least you tell yourself that. Maybe in the future there can be a GEC. Yeah. Get the GEC, Garden of Eden Creation Kit. Yeah. Maybe. What is my other camp? If I've got... Let me see. What is the sandbox doing right now? I'm unable to place the sandbox. Where the hell is it? I don't even know. Oh, it's right here. I can't place this camp right now? You gotta be kidding me. I was kind of working on it for a while too. Wave your hand, darling, is grand. They just don't understand. But the crazy conspiracies and the wild ideas that are being taught today or being introduced, merely introduced today, will be the groundbreaking new studies of tomorrow. You know, I truly believe that. I really, really do. You know, it's just so, and I guess it was something that I was, you know, even as a kid I was hoping that the world would wake up, you know. I remember. I remember that being so much anti-government as I was more just anti-mainstream. That was really my first kick, was like as a kid in like middle school, rejecting mainstream media. I don't know what it was, but that's something that I did. And I coined it the media mass stack. And it was just everything mainstream. It was basically cable television, the radio, literally everything mainstream, you know, which back then was basically cable television and the radio. That was your form of mainstream. It really wasn't anything other than that. We didn't have the internet, the Instagram, the Twitter. We didn't have any of that. So it was just, I just didn't watch TV. I watched skate videos. That's what I did. I would watch. I'd go to the local skate shop and I'd get DVD skate videos. These skate videos would come on VHS or DVDs, and yeah, I don't know. I'd watch those, and I'd make. I was a really creative kid, and I guess something around the age of like 14, I was like, I don't want to watch TV anymore, and people that do are really dumb. Watching about murders. Oh, you like the murder porn? You like us the murder porn? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a problem. I just don't watch it. My wife watches it. She watches all this stuff, Minds of a Killer and all this stuff. And it just doesn't interest me any. Because to be honest, and this may sound, this is in no way trying to cap whatsoever, but under the right circumstance, I know I could kill a man. Also, do you believe in cryptids like Mothman? It's one of those things where it's just like, sometimes, despite all the speculation of it being fake, you sometimes can't say it is. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, and she's tried to, I guess, once or twice, and found out that I got a pretty tough gut, and not even roach poison will take me down. So I got a good chance of surviving the post-apocalypse, guys. Yeah, that was a rough night. A lot of sweating that night. Some convulsions. It was pretty tough. Yeah, no lie. I was like, I know you poisoned me. But anyways, I looked her dead ass in the face and said, I know you fucking poisoned me. It's funny. I took it like a champ. But hold up, what? Dark times, buddy. Dark times. But I love her, man. Tried to. Didn't work. Don't get in a relationship unless you're ready to be in one, guys. Because you never know. Women are wild, bro. Yep. She's like, check that off the list. That's funny. Ozzy. Hey, I'm tough, bro. I ain't no weakling, that's for sure, bro. I didn't stomach it. I got myself through the night, but yeah, it was rough. It was fucking rough. Not gonna lie. In fact, I blamed it um on myself. I'll get afraid if cheated on. Mm. Um okay, here's my advice, my friend. Here's my advice. Um and is it some would say better to love and lost. Better to love and to have lost than to not have loved at all. So take a chance, my friend. Take a chance. Being cheated on, it sucks. Not gonna lie, it sucks. But I don't know. You just can't live in. You can't be blinded. You can't be blinded. You can't have your blinders on. You know, there's some things, and it takes working your way into slowly. You know, don't give too much into a relationship if you're scared on that. You know, like don't be the first to say I love you and all these like super sweet things. You know, stay on reserve. You know, make her earn it. You know, and there's a level to that, and she'll respect you for that too. You know, be very reserved in your relationship and from the very get-go, and I mean from the very, if there's a girl that's interested in you or a woman that's interested in you, from the very get-go you can have a very open conversation before anything even gets going, you know, first date kind of thing, and just let them know, like, at the very first signs of any kind of foul play, I will pull the plug. You know, I will not be a simp or super thirsty or whatever and follow you around and chase you or whatever. You don't have to be too rude about it, but you can, you know, make your claim that you're not here to play around, and you want a serious relationship, and a woman, a young lady, a young lady, or a woman will definitely pick up on that and either in her head go, okay, I gotta keep her, or she'll probably just try and sleep with you that night and then move on or whatever. You know, all she really wanted to do was get laid, and she's like, oh shit, this dude wants a whole fucking thing. I just wanted to fucking smash tonight. 'Cause chicks are like that too, and so you never know. You know, you might just get lucky. You know, one date could lead to a pretty good time, and then maybe you never see her again. Hell, she wasn't the one, but you had fun. He took a chance. So, better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. So, don't sell yourself short, man. And don't hold off to something that might not be there. But then again, I'm gonna pursue acting, so boom, you're gonna be rolling in bitches, bro. Don't even worry about it. Man, it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be like, yo, somebody handle my lightweight. I got too much going on right here. Man, you're gonna have the life, bro. Mark my words, you're gonna be living the life. Start acting right now. Start acting right now. Yeah, go with the flow, Whiffy. I would say start acting right now, bro. Write you a 15-second script, hit fucking TikTok and go, bro.
Like, put on a costume, do your thing, whatever the fuck it is, bro. Start acting right now. Like, I don't know what's stopping you. Gonna pursue acting? I am pursuing acting. I am actively pursuing acting. Listen, I heard this rap one time. I'm touchy. Look, I've never had a dream in my life, because a dream is what you want to do and still haven't pursued. I knew what I wanted and did it till it was done, so I've been the dream I wanted to be since day one. Right? Sick. Look, I never had a dream in my life, because a dream is what you want to do and still haven't pursued. I knew what I wanted and did it till it was done, so I've been the dream I wanted to be since day one. Don't wait for anybody to tell you that now is the time. You tell yourself, tomorrow I wake up and I do this. And that's it. You don't have to wait for the world's permission. You don't have to wait for anyone to tell you now is the time. No one's ever going to tell you now is the time. They're always going to tell you some dumb shit about how you should go here, about how you should learn this, how you should do that, some shit, some other, oh, you need a camera first, oh, you need this, oh, you need that. Fucking 100 excuses as to why you shouldn't start. It's not their journey, bro. It's not their journey. You know, they're in no rush to get started on your journey. Of course they're gonna tell you, check your fucking oil. Do you got fresh tires? Oh, that's a long journey, bro. You might want to save up and get a better car. You know, do you even know how to drive in that foreign land? You need to learn how to drive in that foreign land. For you fucking press the gas, you hold onto the steering wheel, and you don't hit any other cars, just like you do here on your home turf. It's just, you know, that's it, you know. Don't be scared. Don't let people tell you you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's stupid, dude. Yeah, build your life on your own choices and not everyone else's choices for you. Yeah, they're always gonna put their own, like, fucking feelings into those choices, bro. So their choices aren't choices for your best interest. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Anyways, but if you get that. But yeah, suicidal tendencies. But yeah, they've got, everyone's got their own personal agenda, you know. Even me telling you this is my own personal agenda. It's my own complex of telling people to get up off their ass and do something, and not just to, you know, sit here and think about tomorrow. And I'll do it tomorrow. My dream's tomorrow. I'll start my dream tomorrow. Why? Makes sense. I could say some cliche shit like tomorrow's not promised, but this just boils down to wasting time. You don't have all the days in the world like you think you do. When you're young, you think you do. And then when you're my age, you realize there's a timer on it. And when you get older, you realize, oh shit, time's passed me by. But it never really has. I see some of the most brilliant people doing some of the craziest things in life, and they're started pretty fucking late in life. So I'm not too worried about it. But it is still a message to younger people to not hesitate. Just fucking, I can't stress it enough. And this whole stack thing is so ugly. I need to do the shelf thing or something. I need to do the pressure plate thing, or I need to stop preaching about how to live your life. Yo, let's go. Yeah, that'll be cool, bro. I know that's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's close to home. Yeah. And it'll be fun too, because I've explored this map like 6 ways over, and I love the game, guys. I love wandering around. I love the theme. I love, like, all, you know, just the lore, everything. It's just it's the metaverse that I want to be in, you know. At the end of the day, it's the metaverse I want to be in, and it is a badass metaverse, bro. Like, in terms of, like, really thinking about it, like, just, like, I don't know, it's just really crazy. Coming here, meeting up with your friends, putting your thumbprint on the map. They're not NFTs, but I think they're NFTs. Like, I believe these pieces that we purchased in the game, like these atomic shop items, I believe this is some sort of NFT. I believe it is. You know? And by further degree, this entire facility and the unique way that I built it is a 100% NFT. This right here, let me show you. Let me show you what's the NFT. In the game, and a PC gamer would know how to do this a lot better, but in the game, this file, when I click this thing and it loads up, that particular file, put the fucking, that file, put the, what is it, blockchain on that shit. Like, that's big right there. That's big. Essentially, I can sell this in its entirety, whatever, as long as they have every single atomic shop item that I had in the file. I mean, right? That's the NFT. 100% unique building that I placed every piece exactly where it is, you know, and downloaded the C.A.M.P, blockchained it, so it, you know, boom, this is the one, minted it, paid $150 to mint the NFT, and then you host it, and then you sell that bitch, and somebody can download it, pay for it, download it, upload it. It becomes the house that they fucking live in a digital world. Maybe in a virtual reality world. I don't fucking know. I don't know the extent to it. But I know that there's something there. That even on a PC gamer would know, like, I know how to pull these C.A.M.P files. Factories. I admit this is the post-apocalyptic scenario I'd like to live in if I had a choice. Yeah, I would either join them or I'd steal the Minutemen. I'd probably join the Minutemen. But if I was in West Virginia, I'd be Free States all the way. Or probably even more than that, I would be Blue Ridge Caravan. I would probably want to always be on the move. I don't know if I'd want to sit still. I was talking about this the other day. I don't know if I'd want to sit still. I'd want to be a nomad. Be constantly on the move. It was my dream, before I had my daughter, was to be a nomad. To just be constantly moving, on the move. There was a period when I was like really contemplating, I guess, you know, some people backpacking, this and that. I would be a vagrant. I was going to be a vagrant by choice and just wander the world and just see where life took me. It's really, really what I wanted to do, and I was very, very close to doing it. I mean, very, very close. I had already informed my family and some other people, and it was something that I definitely was going to do. And they were not, like, they didn't take it easy. They were definitely, like, very worried. My sister was crying. She thought she'd never see me again. You know, she thought I'd go out there and get killed or something in the darkness alleyway or some shit, sleeping under a bridge or some shit. I assured her that I would be just fine and probably be camping under a tree or in woods or alone, very far from other people, you know? Exactly. See, and I know the future will be that intense, that doing things like that will be very easy for people to do. And you're like, oh, you want to do what? You want to live in Mario World? Here you go. Like, give me that old N64 disc. I'll have you running virtual reality fucking Zelda in no time. Like, you want to be an 8-bit character inside an 8-bit world? I got you. Here you go. Boom. And like, I mean, it's gonna be, the world is gonna be just such a wild place, bro. To be honest, I can't wait. To be honest, I can't wait. I've been waiting for shit to shake up my whole life, bro. I've been one of those people that have been like, I was 18 talking about, yo, shit's fucked up. Yo, wake your ass up. Yo, there's poison in the tap water. Yo, there's fucking, I swear, bro, I'm 19 years old telling people there's chemtrails in the sky, bro. They can control the weather. They're like, they don't fucking control the weather, bro. You're stupid. I'm like, y'all are crazy, bro. Those are chemtrails. Those are literally chemicals they're pouring into the sky. No, they're not. Y'all are crazy, bro. It will be. It really will be. And the virtual reality headsets that you're seeing promoted today are like the 1980s cell phone. The big hunky chunk block, big old clunky thing. That's the headsets that you see today. They're big old chunky, these big old blocks, you know, on our faces and everything like that. And the people of the future are literally going to be like laughing at motherfuckers who used to wear those things. Like, they're going to be laughing at you guys. Like, if you don't see the pattern of technology, things start big and they get smaller, sleeker, sexier, they look cooler, you know. That is the way technology goes. Computers, TVs, fucking radios, fucking headphones, everything gets super small, it gets super slick, and it starts to look super fucking, you know, dare I say sexy or whatever, you know? Like, that's what happens. So shut up, villain. He's like my old ass. I tell you at your grave how the technology is working. And he's like dancing and shit. Got this new Elon Musk's neural net will be the way to go, wired into it wirelessly and constantly. Oh man, dude, you don't understand. Oh, I don't think even Elon Musk understands what something like that is gonna, like, you can imagine it, but you can't even, dude, I don't even know, man. It's, do you just, I mean, so essentially okay, I mean, yeah, bro, I'm just hanging out. So essentially, I could be looking at this screen. I could be looking at, like, my phone's on a holder right now. So I could be looking at the phone, and then I could text, and then I could think the words that I want to text, or some shit, you know? I mean, could you imagine catching a node, like having a crosshair in your vision right now, and like catching a virtual node on a device. A device has like a chip inside of it or some shit, and when your eyes hit the screen, because the crosshair, right, it catches like a certain point that you're always looking at. Like, if you're looking forward, your eyes are resting at a certain point. If you look down, your eyes are directly at a point. You always have a front, like that center cortex. So a center line of your vision, right? If two eyes are pointed in a direction, they're gonna have a center point. So if the chip marks that center point, and your eyes and the center point lands on that fucking screen, and then different nodes pop up on that screen, and you're able to actually just look at them directly. Like, you look at the letter I, you look at the letter, I'm looking at the letter T, you know, and the node is that distinctly. I just look at that exact letter T, and then boom, the box opens up and some shit happens, and then I think to myself the words, and then boom, they're there. Because once I can see a word displayed on the screen, my brain becomes a lot more powered, and I'm able to actually see like, if a box comes up or a keystroke comes up, I'm able to see it, and I'm able to actually look at it and confirm it. Like, it is. Watch Bruce Willis's film Surrogates when you get a chance. Okay. Revolver and Surrogates. Yeah. Yeah, essentially you would have the capabilities of doing that. I mean, I've already put a Pip-Boy on in Rec Room. I was in Rec Room, a very basic VR community, and in that community you have a dorm room and you can customize your dorm room. And one of the things that I found as free content was what's up, Wiffy? One of the things I found as free content was the ability to put on a Pip-Boy. I literally was wearing a Pip-Boy in virtual reality. It was pretty cool, and it wasn't like Fallout 4 VR or anything like that. This was in a game called Rec Room, and people created Fallout lore. They created Nuka-Cola bottles. They created power armor helmets, and I could put these items in my dorm. Somebody even sampled Country Roads, and I was able to put that music in my dorm room, and it played every time you went in my dorm room. Almost heaven, West Virginia. So yeah, my dorm room in Rec Room is Fallout themed. I put stim packs on the desk. It's got Psycho on the desk. I've got like all my Nuka-Colas, some Nuka-Cola caps or something like that, some caps. Just everything that was legit, kind of like well made in that world. I got it and I put it in there. So, thanks for following, Twist. Little Twist. Little Twisty. So on the PlayStation Network, I think. I didn't realize I can never see anybody watching on PSN Network. Like I can't see those people. So to anyone out there watching on the PlayStation, through the PlayStation, I appreciate you guys watching, and just know that that I can see you guys following and stuff. I just can't see. Rec Room is fire though. Yeah, Rec Room is cool. I haven't played it in a very long time. I actually left my VR set at a friend's house. I left it with him, so that way I was hoping, he would get to playing it, and then time would come around and I would get it back, and then he's gonna have to get it because he'll be like, man, that was, yeah, and get him addicted to it. Give me a second. And I'm back. Bah, 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 bah. The neural net brain lace from Musk is basically the same thing as the matrix connection port, except you don't need to stick a spike in your head every time. Yeah, okay. What? You probably got it in, whoa, sick. You got it in Daily Ops, bro. It's awarded in Daily Ops now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it became an award for Daily Ops. Make it rain. Moving on. This is kind of cool. Just take a picture of this. Brutal. Baby, I'm a fool by this one. Faction. No, buddy. Faction. Faction. Where's that? There we go. Brother with a steel. What are these? Oh man, we don't have a Blood Eagle one? We should totally have a Blood Eagle one. This doesn't really fit though. So we're gonna keep moving. Looks cool though, yeah? I thought we'd have a Blood Eagle one. We don't. It's a shame. 'Tis a shame. Also, we don't have a cultist one, I don't think. I don't know if we have a Mothman cultist one. I think, is that White Springs up there? Let me see. Yeah, we're coming up the backside to the Nuka run that I did. Nuka Quantum run. Nuka, not Quantum. Nuka Cranberry? Nuka Cranberry for the XP. XP booster. Oh, life. Daddy Murphy. We gonna eat that cornbread. One of my favorite I guess it's on a prison. Yeah, it's a prison movie. It's Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke. That's a good one. Check that one out. Alright, so here is one of the first vending machines in this order. This is a bit backwards for me. And it looks like it's empty. Oh, it's just got empty bottles in it. So that one's a bust. But if you turn around and you go up the cliff here, there's a guy working and he has a lunchbox. And in his lunchbox, he has Nuka-Cola Cranberry. And then, if you run up the train tracks, this is usually where I start the run. I fast travel to the train tracks, and then or to the White Springs train station. If you've ever heard the expression, so what we have here is a failure to communicate, that came from the movie Cool Hand Luke. And inside this train car, right here on this shelf, right here, usually is another Nuka-Cola Cranberry, but it is not there. So we only got lucky with one. Now there's another spot we can go to for Nuka-Cola, and that spot, if I'm really feeling like going and look for it, starts at Ripper's Alley. We can go to Ripper Alley first. Yeah, that came from that movie. It came from that movie. What we have here is a failure to communicate. And that line is said at the end when Cool Hand Luke, you know, right before he gets shot down or whatever, right before he dies. So it's a good movie, man, and it's an old-timey movie. It's like a old, you know. I think he gets sent to prison. Cool Hand Luke is like this dude. He's just too cool, right? Too cool for school. He gets sent to prison, I think, for well, he gets sent to jail. Just jail. Like, he just gets sent to jail. He was in town, and he took a pipe cutter. You know, I'm not sure if you've ever done construction. You take the pipe cutter and you bend it, or you clamp it to a pipe, and then you twist it around and around and around the pipe, and it just bevels a little groove into the pipe. And if you keep doing it enough, it's like a can opener. It'll just crack that metal pipe. Or if you were to like bend it, it'll crack it, you know, because it just puts a little groove, and it just keeps trying to push that groove into that metal pipe. And you know, the right tool, it'll snap that pipe. So metal pipe cutter, yeah. So he has that, and he's walking down the street, and he's cutting the parking meters. He's cutting all the parking meters in town, chopping the heads off the parking meters. He's drunk, and he just starts chopping the heads off parking meters. And the police, you know, they put him in jail. And when he goes to jail, he don't really listen that well, because he's just a cool guy. Like, he don't want to, like, you know, like, these rules are dumb. I'm not, you know, and like, it's just a good movie, man. So he ends up like going to prison because he tries to escape, even though he was just there for a little while. It's like, bro, you shouldn't have tried to escape. What the hell? Now I gotta give you more time. And then he tried to escape again, and then, you know, it's a good movie, bro. You'll like it. Especially if you like Shawshank Redemption and you're watching live, you need to watch Cool Hand Luke. It's a really good movie. It's almost a classic. So there's always crazy NPCs up here doing their thing, but you can either fight them or run past them. What? This whole vending machine? Oh, no. Okay, there's my cranberry right there. And then there's a Nuka-Cola Wild. You can take it. Go ahead, take it with you. Good job. And that's the Nuka-Cola. That's the Nuka-Cola cranberry run. Nuka cranberry run. One here, and then on a good run, you can get 2 or 3 of them. Cranberry. Yeah. Shot collar. Okay, yeah. Chainsaw. Are we gonna team up? Let's team up. Come on, boys. What's up, Chainsaw? Alright, now I haven't anything to do. Let's see. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna go make some serums and go sell them to the railroad. Or sell them to the, not the railroad, but the vendors at the railroad stations or whatever. Make me some caps. I'm super low on caps. Super low on caps. The only guy that bought from me on that stupid quantum world. Pfft. Like it even fucking matters. That world, by the way, is pretty lame. There are those custom worlds. They're just for PvP. Like that's PvP paradise. No matter what it is, it's just PvP paradise. Excuse me. Chainsaw. It is learning to speak. It is learning how to talk. Yeah, oh shit, bro. It was toasty. I'm gonna say she's hot and ready. Like a little Caesars. Hot and ready. Yeah, I need to do something here though. It's not finished like it should be. This garden back here sucks. I built a badass garden back here one time. This garden sucks though. I really do like how this all worked out though. I'll take all of that. That looks really good together like that. But the thing that's really holding me up here is, and I mean it's only happened one time so far since I've camped here. Only one time has the NPC showed up and they lived here. When the NPCs show up, what the heck? When the NPCs show up, they bring their own mattresses. So I'm making it seem like a house still, but the problem is it really sucks with no door there. And then it's just so close quarters, there's really nothing you can even put in there. But it feels like you should have a door. It really feels like it should have a door, but I can't place one. It's very, very annoying. And I mean, there's no fucking weird place door anywhere glitch thing that you could do. I'm distraught. Is that cool? I don't even know if that's cool. Chainsaw, if you're talking, no one can hear you, bro. Yeah, your mic might be broken or something. I have no idea. Nope. I can't hear you. Can't hear you, dog. Double check here. What's going on here? All audio. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't have you muted. I wouldn't have you muted. Doesn't make any sense. Nope. I heard that.
Yo.
Yo, there he is.
Hey there.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Yo.
I got an old mic plugged in, so bear with me for a few minutes till the other one gets enough juice for the mic to work.
Okay, that's what it was then. I was wondering. So it's not like him.
I got an old...
You gotta leave, Whiffy? Or are you just saying hi? Whiffy saying hi. Oh, we're sporting the same backpack. Sick. Sick.
I got my backpack off.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yep. I emptied enough. I sold enough guns out of my box to make some room, and I can throw everything I got on me in it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember why I'm here now. I'm here to use the chemistry bench and to go make serums and sell them to the train station. Where should I put the chemistry bench? Put it right here. Well, I did it today, Chainsaw. I went in. I created another piece today. I did it all in one day. And I told him to sell it for $700 and some dollars. I don't know what. So hit the 700 mark with it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The last one was 675. I mean, shit. I said, this time you better at least push the 700 mark. 750, some shit, you know. Keep it going. Get up there, bro. Get up there.
What'd you make?
It started off as a Carhartt Sherpa. It was a Sherpa lined Carhartt vest, and then I just threw the brand on it. Like I threw our brand on there, and I turned it into a jacket. I added sleeves, and I added all kinds of pockets to it. I just made it look cool. I'll show you a picture of it tomorrow or something. And I told the guy, I said, he sells a lot of the clothes to people. You know, he talks to rich people on Instagram, and then he lets them know, like, hey, I've got these new pieces, and he just does some private shopping for them. And that's how he sold the last one. He sold it in no time. You know, it listed, it was done, and they bought it. So I've been telling him, I'm like, it's not for my ego, bro. It's not for my ego. It's because I believe that the line has the clout. I believe it has that clout, and it can pull that kind of weight. It's, you know, it's like if I was giving you like some bomb ass weed, and you were over here selling it for like Reggie prices, or you know what I mean? It's like, as a dealer, I'm gonna be yelling at you like, sell it for more. You're not making enough money. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Not because, like, you know, it's common sense, bro. So I told him, I said, I could do the same thing for another line, and that line doesn't have the clout. I know for a fact they're not gonna get this much money because their clients, their people, they're following, they're not that kind of people, you know? But the kind of people that I said, look at you, bro. This is a guy who wears nothing but designer tennis shoes, bro. Designer sneakers. His shoes are Balenciaga. His shoes are fucking Gucci loafer. Like, he's wearing nothing but $1,000 shoes every single day of the week. So, you know, that's these people, you know, and
Yeah.
and that's the clients that he has. I'm like, they want.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, if the people buying our clothes are wearing $1,000 tennis shoes, they should wear a $2,000 jacket like nothing. They should have a $3,000 jacket on like that ain't shit. They want that. They want to be able to tell somebody that. So that's what I was preaching at them to them today, and stressing that they raised the prices on the clothing line, because I was like,
Well, you're 100% right.
missing out on a lot.
You're 100% right. There is it's a status thing to them. They want to tell people how much they gave for something.
Yeah.
It's not like you or somebody when we're out showing somebody a new solar powered charger for a cell phone, and we're like, how much do you give for that? And you're like, I got this one for $45, and they're like, man, I found it online for 20.
Right.
It ain't like that. It's like, how much you got in that? $850. You better get another fucking job if you want it.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually a status symbol. You know,
It definitely is, because if somebody else had $850, last thing I'm gonna go do with it is buy a pair of sunglasses.
My cousins are in Baltimore doing construction, and they love working for the Ravens football players and people like that.
Yeah.
That want something to cost a lot. They want somebody to come in and say, yeah, I got $25,000 on the entrance to my house.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
I mean?
Yeah.
A $50,000 staircase.
Yep.
So they can say, you know how much I gave for this how much I paid to get the staircase done? You know?
They told me I wasn't allowed to have a staircase in here. I paid extra.
Yeah.
I paid $150,000 for the staircase that went against code.
One second. Let's see something.
Dang. Sell them, or use them, or whatever you want to do. Man, we should have these cars, yo. These cars, look at these cars, bro. Why don't we have these cars in the wasteland? I should be able to ride this, drive this. You sick? Sup, Gary Miller? What's the deal, bruh? Did I say it right? Gary? Sup? Thanks for joining, bro. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for dropping a comment. Thanks for telling me what's up. Yo, 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 we should have these cars in Fallout. Like, yo, I'd be able to drive this thing. Or what? This is cool, bro. Put my fusion core in this bitch and just go. Let's go. Looks like you'd be able to, too. Like, looks like that's where the fusion core goes. Pop that bitch in there and let's go. This would be badass. That's funny. My kid thought it was hilarious. Walking the train tracks. You know, that's what you did when you were a kid. You walked the train track. I don't know. I walked the train tracks in Santa Cruz. Went to the beach in California, Santa Cruz. It was pretty cool out there. Walked the train tracks. There's abandoned train tracks that went down the side of the beach. Man, it'd be gorgeous sunset, gorgeous time. Just like out of a movie, bro. This is one of those. It's like, what the hell am I? What am I? I'm here now. It's just nuts, bro. It's really cool. Train track, abandoned train track on the beach. Really cool. Really, really cool. And a little bit of woods too. Like a little bit of woods. It wasn't just like sandy beach. It was strangely like this really weird woods meets the beach. Like sandy beach, coastline beach, not like rocky, you know, like lake beach, but like real beach, but like also trees and woods and it was just crazy, bro. Forest beach. Really cool stuff. It's a good camp spot. Aluminum. Yeah, it is actually a pretty good camp spot. It's pretty. It's got a nice view. Look at this. It's a real camp spot. It's like a campsite. Look, you got the trail coming down here. Yo, yo, yo. Got the trail coming down here. It says like picnic and scenic view. I like it. It's a good camp spot. You come over here. Probably has a tent somewhere now. Probably has a tent somewhere. Let you know it's a camp spot. Yeah. The armor tanks. It's a cool drive, yeah. Let's see. Looks like it would be a... No, maybe not. This little dirt trail, though. It's cool. Go for a hike. I feel like the breaks in between these banisters indicates you could camp like between them, kind of thing. Camp spot back here, maybe. I don't know. The trail guides. Oh, maybe they just broke down like this over time. Maybe they did line the whole trail at one time. I watched the fastest quick draw hip fire fucking world record guy or some shit, you know. It's not like he even tried to, it wasn't like he was at a competition and he was just a competitor. He was just trying to be first place like everybody else, and he got that damn shot off so fast they stopped the competition, double checked and said, yep, yeah, you just beat the world record. And everybody was like, what? And just, you know, shook his hand. They all took a minute to stop what they were doing. They shook his hand. what the fuck? These fire traps are crazy. They shook his hand. They acknowledged it. They like all like, wow, you know. And that was cool. That was really cool because he wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't that guy who's like, you know, oh, it's the eye of the tiger, and he's like training, and he's like the montage, and every day he's like trying to pull his gun out faster than the last time he tried to do it, and just like, you know, that wasn't him. He was just a competitor like everybody else. It's just he did it something. He's zoned out, he's zoned in, he some shit, and man, he quick fired that thing in split of a second, and yeah, it's nuts. It's cool to actually see their stance, like that gunslinger's stance. Cause like even in the game they show them in that like that quick draw, you know what I'm talking about, where the scorched be behind a tree.
I love it, man. And
yeah, but
you know, I'm not going to interrupt you here, but that damn the scorched will do a headshot on you, and you can't even sight them in. And you go running over in the cranberry bog to find where the shot come from, and there's a scorched with his gun lower than his belt.
Yeah,
you know.
But that's how they. I mean that is how they do it, and they really do hunch back. Like so far, some of them look like they're literally laying down. It looks like a weird like middle of a breakdance move. Like this guy was like about to do some really weird like back swing dip something, and just stopped and like decided that, you know, like that. It looks like he's like supposed to be almost reclining in a, like he's about to fall down on the cat. Like it's a really laid back stance. Some of them have a very very laid back stance, and it's just crazy to watch them like pull their gun out, just fucking get that quick shot. They barely even pull it. I don't even know how I don't know how they hadn't shot themselves in the leg at least once.
Yeah.
Come fucking close to it at least a couple times. Blown their knee off or some shit. Like I could easily see it happening, man. The intensity that they're trying to pull this maneuver off, it's almost kung fu.
They're superhuman almost. And if you watch those shots when they have their target competition, and they got to put 2 shots in each target in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And they don't cock the gun. They're using a single action fucking revolver, you know, with you know, you got to pull the hammer back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they smack it with their palm. They if you watch them, they go pow 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 pow.
Yep.
Over. You know what I mean? It's like
the drop of the hammer.
And you hear the shots hit the metal targets.
Oh yeah.
It's like ping 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 ping.
Oh, judged on
I mean,
accuracy also, you know.
Yeah, the bullets are practically hitting in the same spot on the target, you know.
Yep. It's really crazy.
They are incredible. If you watch that, have you ever seen the guy that throws skeets up to himself and shoots them? He's got the world record. He threw 7 skeets up in the air and shot all 7 before they hit the ground.
Wow, that's crazy.
7 skeets.
Now that is impressive.
The last one is just above the ground. He got it right. He got it up. It's about a foot off the ground.
Wow.
When he hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost kung fu. I mean, they are really in tune with the weapon. It becomes an extension of the arm, and it is definitely crazy to see them wield it in a way that like not even your pro hunter can wield a gun like these guys can. It's crazy.
No.
It's crazy.
No. They have if you ever watch old clips of Sammy Davis Jr. and some other actors with their pistolier skills. These guys had to stand in whatever motel room in Hollywood or wherever they were fucking staying and practice with these pistols for hours at a time.
Oh, wow.
To spin those pistols and land and put them in their holsters every time.
Yeah.
You know, you got that pistol spinning on your finger and then to hit your holster.
Yeah.
If you watch those guys spin those pistols, like a pistolier, you know.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool to see a dude spin pistols like that. That's
They are. Well, it's not. It's
Oh, we're losing you big time on that one. Something happened to your mic there.
These pistols.
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Your mic was crapping out big time. Say it again.
It's gonna crap out. These guys, just the skill level that they come to with standing in a field and practicing with these pistols for hours at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I was impressed with Sammy Davis Jr. and some of these actors out of Hollywood and their pistolier, their skills with. I mean, they're like watching Michael Jackson dance or something. You know, I mean,
Right. Yeah.
the level
Yeah.
they've taken it to.
Oh, what's up, Firehawk? What's the deal, buddy? Been a while. How you been? Have a good holiday? Pretty impressive, yeah. Yeah. Best I can do is spin a butterfly knife.
Can you work one of those pretty good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you cut your hands up learning?
Nope. Nope. I just, fiddled with it slowly throughout the past probably 15 years of my life, and I'll tell you right now, I could make you go, damn.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I got a karate friend that's really good at doing it, but he cut himself. He's so aggressive, he cut himself out of hell learning to do it.
Well, I just recently started transitioning hands, so I'm learning how to pass it to my left hand, or to my left hand, yeah, and keep it going, and then passing it back to my right hand and keep it looking like a nunchuck kind of. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. The ballad song, I like it a lot. Actually, 2 summers ago, when my kid brother and sister were over at the house for the summer, I showed them. We did a DIY project on, because they always. Oh, there he goes again. I said they always like to watch me spin the butterfly knife, but my mom won't let. I was like, let me get him one, you know, a dull one, a trainer one, and she was like, absolutely not, whatever. And it was probably the best, but they came over that summer, and I said, hey, you know what? She can't stop you from making one out of popsicle sticks, so let's go ahead and do that, because I found a video online about how some dude, you know, he made these out of popsicle sticks, and they looked really good, and they worked. And so, sure enough, that's what we did, and they took their popsicle stick ballad song home, and they were having the time of their life. And my mom could, what are you gonna say? It looks like it's fucking 16 popsicle sticks. Leave them alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of agree with her reasoning. You're like, you know, you told me enough about these kids to know that maybe they shouldn't be trained with some kind of weaponry.
Yeah, that's true also. But at the same time, I said, well, you know what? They really showed like that they wanted it. It looked cool to them, and it is kind of cool. Go ahead, pick something up.
It is.
Get into something, you know. Don't sit here and, you know, it got them off of their tablet and fucking wanting to play Nintendo Wii all day or some shit, you know. And here it is for a whole day. The boy's using the X-Acto knife, and he's cutting out the thing, and I made him. I said, bro, it's so easy. Come on, we'll do step by step. And the guy on the thing, you've seen the video where the guy's got a little thing, and then he's just the hands, and it makes a real easy thing. And it's like, dude, that looks so easy, bro. What a dumbass can make that thing. He's got the hot glue gun, and he didn't even use screws or anything crazy like that. He used a paper clip. He just used the paper clip, bent it a couple times to where it broke, and then used that to drill the little holes where he needed to drill the holes. And I was like, it's so easy, guys. Just look at it and do it. And they were like, oh my god, that's so cool. And they had fun.
Sure. You know what? Something like that, something as simple as that could could touch a kid. You know what I mean, man? It's
right. It's a little edgy.
Like that could,
we're making a knife, you know.
Could break a barrier in a kid's life to open them up to be able to talk to somebody, or
at least receive the next thing, you know. All you need to do is capture them enough to receive your next lesson, you know.
There's a few good teachers out there. That's where the teachers are do a little better, you know. They they pick up the slack from there, pick up the reins. if you run into a teacher once in a while, the teacher can make some sense breakthrough to a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
One nice person, one smile or one trick taught to impress a kid can make a huge difference in their life.
That's true. Yeah.
Somebody break through and make it into their head, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
We all had a teacher or two like that, you know, that made more sense to us than others, you know. I had a couple of them.
I know
where
I met
was a
people that
character.
definitely taught me some things in life that I'm like grateful that they taught me some things in life. But I bucked the system too much in high school. To be honest, I feel like it was because I was homeschooled up until like the 7th grade or some shit. So half my time in the education system was spent at home doing what I wanted. I had to get my work done. My mom was very strict, and I had to do my workbook and my lessons and everything like that. But I was done with school by 11:30. Like, I was, doing other things with my day. I wasn't spending all goddamn day in school and then having to come home and then continue the lesson or whatever feel like you just had to come home and do homework. Like, that shit was foreign to me. And then when I was really introduced, like, I understood the concept, but I never had to experience it. And once I experienced it late in life, I was like, this is crazy. You're keeping me here until almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you're telling me I have to go home and do all this extra work. Like, dude, where's my day? Like, I literally have no day. And yeah, I didn't like it very much. And it really grinded my gears to be told what to do.
Let me talk to this. Let me see if I can get this person in the area chat. I'll be right back.
Cool. What? 1,500 followers on TikTok? Go, bro. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm not doing online schooling. Cool. Yeah. I mean, whatever works for you guys, whatever works for you guys. I shouldn't have switched in the middle of my thing, but I had to, the way life was going, I had to go back to school. My mom had to get a job. Life broke up, and the family broke up. All kinds of crazy things happened, drama. So I wasn't able to continue my homeschool career or whatever. But had I always gone to school, I think I would have learned the fundamentals and been just like, not like everybody else, but I think I would have taken to the structure of learning in school a little bit better. I grew up on a different structure. I don't have a problem with learning or doing the work. I don't know. Even my wife will tell you can't tell me shit. That's another reason why I can't have a job where I have a boss, because once I'm being told what to do, I might know that's the right thing to do, but because you told me to do it, I don't fucking want to do it. And I've grown up a lot, don't get me wrong, but especially as a young adult, I didn't want to hear that shit, not 1 second. And it shows because I was a young entrepreneur, and I've always pretty much been either self-employed or, I had my own little company thing I was doing. You can do whatever you want. Come on, Whiffy. I wonder where you were at. Speak up if you want. I'll keep rambling.
I don't know why, I just like talking. It's just therapeutic in a sense.
Sure. It's good to keep talking sometimes. I feel like if I was at the store today and I was at some resale shops, and of course it's like thrifty clothes, so you can get something for $1. You can get some pants for $3 or something. It's pretty cheap. It's a Goodwill, and but I'm there looking for clothes because I'm gonna cut them up and I'm gonna do whatever I do with them. But anyways, so I'm there and there's a homeless guy in there, and he's like talking to himself. Like, he's like talking to himself so much, like basically like he's shopping with somebody else, but he's shopping there by himself. Like, of course he's by himself, he's a homeless guy. And then it dawns on me, like, I'm like, he's talking to himself because probably literally doesn't have anybody to talk to, and nobody talks to him. And so to keep probably from going insane, he probably talks to himself. He probably feels like he's on an abandoned island for most parts. Sometimes I could imagine if you don't have anybody to talk to, and no one's talking to you, you would go days without ever speaking, weeks maybe.
That's one of the worst tortures a human can endure. Just because I don't know why people don't like the homeless, or they have nothing left in life just because something bad happened to them, just because they ran out of luck.
Yeah, you know, there's a bit of this, there's a bit of that. I feel like they are, for the lack of better, I mean, they have been kind of set free, I think. I mean, it's you know, you tried your hardest. Society said you didn't make it, and now you're kind of free. It's a weird way of thinking about it. But they're free. They're so free. The only problem is they're some of them are mentally attached still to the what's stopping them from going out and casting a net and getting some fish and using the lighter and starting a fire. Like, this is not like survival. Like, they wouldn't have to survive, like, you know what I mean? And some do survive almost to the degree of camping. You know, they're very capable, but they're doing it urban style, and I feel like that's where where the major flaw is. Somewhere inside most homeless people, they're what, begging for the almighty dollar still, and that's where I'm like, yo, you guys gotta break that bond. Society spit you out. What are you doing asking for its dollar bills? That's society's thing, you know. Society said, sorry guys, you didn't hack it, you know. Maybe you guys didn't try, or maybe you ran out of luck, maybe you were dealt a bad hand, maybe you lost it all on a gamble, maybe you know, maybe it was taken from you. Whatever the fuck happened, society spit you out. And for lack of better words, and not to be like mean, but like, you're free. You're so free. You're like you're like so fucking free. And there's pockets in the world that you can go to and still live a good life, a thriving life. Like, what's to stop you from casting a net, or from harvesting the water, or from planting the seed, or for killing the vermin, or whatever, you kill the rabbit, you know? Like, what's...
It's through trial and error. Like, if you learn through your way, even if you don't know how to camp, if you don't know how to cook, it's through trial and error.
Yeah, they'll get it's and even still, it's, I mean, the easiest thing to do is to cast a net, to throw a line in the water. It's, you know, you'll catch a fish. It's that easy. You'll catch a fish. You know, put 7 lines in the water, hook and bait. You'll catch a fish, and you'll eat, and you didn't have to stand on a dirty curb, and you go in the lake and you take a bath, you know, and you don't have to sit on the dirty street corner, you know, getting covered in soot and gasoline all day, begging for the dollar bill. Like that, they're literally still chained to the dollar bill, and it's so sad because, you know, they're not a part of society. You don't need the dollar bill. You're not a part of society. What the fuck is you buying that shit for, you know? So yeah, it's really weird, but then again, yeah, to acknowledge them as a human being is still a necessity. They're in our urban environment, they're in our cities. It is sometimes difficult to acknowledge them as human beings. I won't lie. Some of them make me mad because if they're going to be in society, then they should at least try. And I feel like some of them have given up so much and have no shame whatsoever, and that's the part that I can't get with. I'm like, bro.
There are jobs that accept homeless. Like, if you give up and you still beg society for money, I don't know why you would, because if you've given up, yet there are some jobs out there that don't care if you're homeless. There are some organizations out there that if you're homeless or you're you are a criminal, they'll help you get back into a job.
Yeah, yeah, they're out there. There's the I live in Texas, so here is called the Texas workforce, and if you apply for the Texas workforce, you know they take convicted felons and people with bad histories of drug addiction and all kinds of stuff, and they try and find you jobs. That's their fucking, that's what the hell they do. They're like, we will find you a job and we will help you try and get your life back together. A lot of times that means they're working
Because,
these weird places, but yeah, they do.
because people who, not all drug addicts wanted to, or they did it once because they were peer pressured and their body they just wanted more, and then they went down a rabbit hole
Yeah, yeah,
they couldn't come out of.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's a very slippery slope, and um, and you don't. Everybody has their own. Like, there's a lot of factors into it, and I don't know. You know, I was 26 before I took a drink of alcohol, like a legit. Give me a glass of whatever, give me a beer or some shit. Like, I was never that guy, never ever ever that guy. For no reason whatsoever. I just, when I was young, I think I took a stance and I just said, no, I don't drink, and I just stuck with it. And my friends started to pick up on it, and when we'd go to parties, they would almost say, before I could even it was like it's almost like they wanted to tell other people, oh no, he doesn't drink, oh, Killer doesn't drink, no, Killer doesn't drink. You know, they wanted to like tell somebody that I don't
Those
drink.
are some good friends.
Yeah. So I mean, I was also just like, it was like a weird thing too, because I was that one guy, and you know, while everybody else is trying to, you know, do this, that, they just kind of, you know. So, but I don't know if I ever had anything against it. You know, I wasn't like, oh, it's bad. You know, it's just, for me, I wasn't ready. I didn't want to do that. I just wasn't ready. And when I was, you know, I went through something in life, and I had some turmoil, and I had some tragedy, and I was under a lot of stress, and somebody told me, you know, this, you know, this and that, and I had a drink. It was a big deal. I'm not a big deal on drinking. I don't drink a lot, but you know, every now and then, why not?
I've seen a show or with something where a person lost their only family member, and they went into a deep dark hole within a day. It went from just him beating up a guy to him almost snorting crack.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah.
But then again, it was a fantasy show, so stuff happened, and then
Yeah.
he got but his friends stopped him, and then they bonded. He met a lot of people, and fantasy shit just kicks in, and then they revert back time or whatever the hell. And I mean, it shows how if you lose the only member of your family, you can go into a dark place because you have nobody to stop you other than your friends.
Yeah, it's called self-destruct mode, and it happens a lot of times with guys. You know, a lot of times with people. I don't even say guys. It's just, you know, it's what I call it. It's called self-destruct mode. Sorry, and
Yeah.
and yeah, it's like if my friend goes through a breakup or something like that, and I gotta, you know, tell him, careful, bro. You're gonna go into self-destruct mode, or you know, don't do it. And or you're doing it. You're in self-destruct mode right now. You need to chill out. And it's a I don't give a fuck attitude. And the most dangerous thing you can get addicted to saying is I don't care. That is an extremely dangerous statement to be saying to yourself over and over and over again. To say about things, to say about situations is I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Very, very dangerous. Don't hide your emotions. There's no way to live. Right? Show that you care. If something upsets you, it's okay to be upset about it. It's okay to, like, you know, have feelings and emotions, bro. I'm not saying be like super spongy. I'm just saying, like, you know, be real. Keep it real. You know what I mean?
don't always say no and don't always say yes. Or
Yeah.
don't always say no, I don't care. There are a few different phrases. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'll do that, just if you want to seem cool or if you want to be with your friends or
Right.
something.
Right. Take a stance. Stand up for something. You know. Take a stance.
It never really passed my mind that there were child actors. It's just one of those things you don't think about. And so I went into a deep rabbit hole because I always wanted to be an actor, so either I'm going in acting classes in January or a different date.
Nice. Nice. If you have any kind of social media, you can already start acting. I see it all the time. I see people acting out skits all the time on TikTok, on Instagram. They come up with characters. I saw one just recently about a guy. He does 3 characters. He does the southern guy at the bar, and then he does the waiter, and then he does the bar manager or whatever. So he's not really at a bar. He's like at a Applebee's or something like that. He's like at a maybe it's a nicer restaurant or a steakhouse or something like that. I think it's a steakhouse or something. And he's there, and the guy's like a real, like, kind of like a redneck, you know, and like he's like
Mhm.
I don't know, and it's just funny. But the guy created 3 characters. He's those 3 characters. He puts on the different costumes, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of them like that. So I encourage you to do your own. Come up with characters and just start acting. Just do, if they're serious bits, do serious bits. If they're whatever, and don't worry about quality of the video. I mean, these people are shooting videos in their bathroom, dude. They're shooting videos like literally just anywhere with no production value whatsoever. It's a guy with a towel on his head to be a girl. Like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to pretend like he's his mom or something in the skit, so he puts a towel on his head for long hair. Am I right? That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
The,
they're getting tons of views, and they're becoming well known for it. And you know what? Eventually someone's going to be like, you need to be in a sitcom. Get over here.
so after I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife, which the character Phoebe in it, I don't know, it just sparked it, because I used to just not say what or not tell my emotions, but I'm trying to do that more because you can't just sit around not saying anything if you want to be an actor, if you just want to be social.
Right. You gotta put yourself out there. You have to be an extrovert.
Even if you're an introvert on the inside, whenever you're not acting, you have to be an extrovert to act.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a few different perks to make my ammo. I have the ammo smith perk tier 2, super duper tier 3, just because I want to craft as much ammo as possible. Also have the legendary perk. So, because I have a furious fixer that's explosive ammo and 25% faster fire rate, which is really good for a furious weapon.
Nice.
I didn't realize it until like a few months ago when I actually checked the legendary effects. The only reason why I do daily ops is to get the pink Slocum's Joe paint, because that's the only one I knew I could get from daily ops.
Oh, yeah. Guess you've been getting them all, huh?
Yeah, I've only gotten 2 out of somewhat of them all, but daily ops is pretty fun. I mean, if you're starting out for the first time and you're not grinding, it can be pretty fun.
Sure.
It really sucks that they moved back what's it called? Evasions from the stars. But then again, I love Mothman themed anything, and I can't wait for the Mothman Equinox event.
Yeah.
I don't think there's playtest servers here, because I thought the custom worlds in the non-Fallout First one was the playtest servers, but because they're a themed event, but
No. No, we don't get the test servers. Only PC people do.
I mean, they could add it, but they have no reason to add it. PC has enough players as it is, so they'll just keep it there.
Yeah.
I love this game. I take breaks occasionally. Something really, really stupid that I did was I didn't do all the settlers quests before the point of no return, so I didn't get the Chinese stealth suit. And now that I'm trying to be a blooded stealth build, but I'm gonna get a blooded fixer soon. So I'm gonna try to collect all the Strangleheart set, but I got the right or left leg. Ooh, it's the fake Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've seen. I've seen it on Rifle Gaming's video on it, just because I watch his videos occasionally, but da 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 da. Oh, I forgot how power armor is really good. Well, it didn't have that much, but T51B, T60, I think, either T60 or T45, Raider and Excavator.
The fake. The fake Brotherhood.
Yeah. Didn't think I'd run into them within a week or two. It
I
seems
didn't think I'd run into him
like
out here.
yeah, but it's run. I like the random encounters of Fallout.
Yeah. I just really didn't think you'd run into him out here.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Alright, Whiffy, I gotta get out of here for a little bit, and then I might be back on later tonight. But I gotta get out of here for right now. And to anyone
Okay, see
watching,
you later.
yeah, bro, it's good gaming with you. I'll check you later, bro. To anybody else that's watching, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys next time.